Hello everyone, I am your wonderful host Fontamin, and welcome back to MechWarrior Living Legends. This time we are on Inferno, and, well, we better watch our step. Alright, so, let's see what we're playing today. Clan again, alright. Now, this map is, well, I think the least friendliest map in the entire game. You really need to watch where you're going, or you could, well, potentially get your vehicle stuck or completely destroyed, which is, well, just as bad in a lot of cases. We seem to have a rowdy bunch today. Well, let's see here. A bunch of harassers and an APC. Actually, you know what? Let's try something a bit different for the opening stages of the game. Excuse me. Got any room in there? Right. Oh, let's see here. Let's try. A man-pack PPC is a pretty good standardized weapon. Mind the noise. It's just my driver, you know, being very, very excited about machine guns. Now, I think that's gonna give me both of those, but I'm not exactly sure. But, in any case, I'll buy a bunch of blasting blocks. Gonna need those. So, we're just gonna ride in here to the front. And then have a bit of some battle armor action here. Haven't done that in a while.
Charlie, 5. Outpost captured.
I wouldn't say this map is any more accommodating to battle armor, but there are a lot of places you can hide. A lot of areas that you can get in and out of in a battle armor that you can't in a mech. And, well, we could use that to screw with people. Potentially. You know, if I'm actually good at the video game. Which I like to think that I am, but, well, people prove me wrong by killing me. Oh well. Oh well, somebody's already noticed me. I wonder how they'll feel when they figure out that I'm lazing around in the back of an APC, just sort of plotting shenanigans, rather than striding into the battlefield in my giant, towering death fortresses. Looks like we're about halfway to the D2 point, right? And we'll hop out there, or hop out whenever there's any sort of significant massing of units. It seems like the enemy is mostly staying around the F3 area, or the F4 area, depending on where that base is. There's no contacts in the center, and no contacts to the right. So they're either all coming directly at us, or they're all just kind of dicking around in their in that small area. Good. Good. There's one in the center. Well. Now we know where they are.
Echo 4. Strategic point lost.
Okay,
Contact
so
2. Base captured.
it would be nice if I could see outside. Like, there are shutters here. It'd be nice if I could look outside them, but, well, I'm not gonna hold my breath for Crysis Engine. But now looks like a pretty good spot. So let's hop out. Okay, so it actually did select my weapons properly. Thank you. And thank you, Amber, for the ride. Okay, now, let's see what we can manage. I've taken a liking to the AC2 because in a couple of off games, I severely annoyed some heavy and assault mechs by repeatedly clicking them over and over again. What is it with you? You seem awfully excited. That's where the APC is going to be. That works. Oh, okay. We got a red something. Red what? It looks like an Osiris. But I can't get a target on it. What that? Harasser. Got him! Though it's not exactly going to be amazingly impactful. The one thing I don't like about the man-pack PPC is that even though it is probably clear in a way the most effective battle armor weapon you can get your hands on, it really easily gives your position away to basically everyone who can see you. Because obviously a PPC blast is very bright and easy to see. The AC-2, not so much. But in exchange, it doesn't really do all that much damage. However, it can severely annoy someone for the sake of, well, annoying them and scarfing points off them. And also, it can be kind of hard to actually place.
7 base lost. Target destroyed.
Let's see here. The accuracy, or rather the recoil, is rather suspect, though. That can be kind of annoying to get around. Especially when I don't have... The only reassurance that I'm hitting the target are sparks that are, well, that can be obscured by the smoke, for example, and also my income going up. It'd be nice to have hit markers. Or at least a more... I know there is an actual hit sound. It's very nice. It makes my day whenever I hear it in large, large quantities. However, it can be kind of hard to hear sometimes. So I suppose I'd like actual hit markers on the crosshair and the hit sound to be a little bit louder. I'm helping! Kind of.
Target destroyed.
Alright, well, got that. Kinda had to fumble with the weapons a little bit.
Echo 4.
Where'd that red Osiris go? There's a battle armor down there.
Target destroyed.
Well, somebody got him. It was Serpentis, though I don't think that's the developer Serpentis. At least I'm not sure. Or rather, MechWarrior Living Legend Corn. I believe that is the developer tag. Or rather, the accepted one. Looks like we've got a pretty stable advance out here. Let's see here. Any targets? No? Looks like we're just following up with our teammates here. We're doing all right. We haven't, raked in the dosh, but we're doing okay. Also, strange thing here. There's no, if I press 1, it doesn't change my weapons. I have to press 2, which is strange. I'm not sure if that's a bug or something, but it seems like, to me, PPC would be 1 and AC2 would be 2, but pressing 2 switches between them. I'm not exactly sure what 1 actually does. Or if it does anything at all. But, well, we're surviving. It looks like the group is moving over to capture the E7 base. We'll fall in behind them and poke at people with the PPC. Hop over the lava. And got another Chevalier down there. Alright, you know what? Let's try something funny here. Here! Oh, it didn't stick. Eh. Ha ha! I don't think I got the kill for that. I didn't, but, well, I got one on him. That's a Mr. Toast would go. Uh-oh. Spam! And that's a Raven. Oh, I need to go. Ow. Something hit me. I need to get out of dodge here. I seem to have lost most of my teammates in that little struggle. Why, thank you, Inferno, for being so theatrical. Whoa! Fucking Raven. I don't want to piss off that harasser, though. I don't want to get near that harasser at all. Ah! Damn it! It wasn't the Raven, it was something else. Oh well. Where's the APC? Now where did that go? Ah. Well, there goes our forward spawning capacity. Alright. We'll spawn over here and get a mech, because it seems like we're gonna need something that can face down those enemy units a bit, in a bit more conventional manner. Battle armor didn't seem to go very well. Well, it did go slightly well. We got a promotion out of the deal, so I think that was worth it. But, well... Oi! Where the hell are we? Huh. I must have clicked on the... Oh, right. I must have misclicked on the... This is the APC spawn. And this is the base spawn. So I must have clicked on the APC. That's a little confusing. It'd be nice if that actually was a little bit more easily discernible. I know that, but I still made the mistake. Okay.
4. Strategic point under attack.
I like my guns, please. This harasser is just having a field day, but thankfully he can't fucking see over his own flamers. However, I can't see over my teammates' flamers. Okay, blasting blocks. Carpet bomb! Oh, I killed him. Wait, hang on. No. No, stop. Stop. Stop shooting. Stop. Stop, it's mine. Ah, I can't get in it. Alright, fine. Thanks, Amber. Alright, fine, you win. We'll scarf it for points. Back up. Back up. Back up. Good. Alright, good. Alright, well, there's that. We managed to, interdict a Chevalier. Where are you going with the APC? Just leave it there. You don't need to be any closer. That's the enemy aerospace. Looks like we're contesting the center point. I'm still out here in battle armor. We've got 42,000 C-bills, and this is, well, this is roughly our spawn bonus after we purchased all the weapons. So I suppose what we should be doing is getting as much money as humanly possible in order to buy something above our spawn rating. I suppose this is the whole point of being a battle armor. You don't really spend any money at all, even though I spent about 30,000 buying weapons. Ow! What the fuck was that?
Echo 4. Strategic point lost.
I suppose there's a damage zone above the lava, but maybe something shot me. I don't know. Okay, well that's the fucking flamer harasser. I'm doing my Pop-Tart duty. And then promptly missing entirely, and there goes Amber again. I hope, I don't know if it's a he or a she, but that sounds like an effeminate name to me. But I hope whoever that, well, whatever gender, they didn't get the APC killed again. Because that would just be incompetent.
Strategic point captured.
There's that fucking harasser again, or rather a different one. I think the one that the one that was shooting at us before, the one that was damaged, has been destroyed. Okay, so got PPC out again. Oh look, it's an Osiris. And I missed again. And oh, treacherous terrain. That's a hit. I can't see a damn thing. And how did I miss that? Oh, Amber got the... Well, good on you! I haven't been... Uh-oh. Hey! I was in the middle of something! God damn it. Sorry about that, folks. It's 8 o'clock. That means Q tracker reset. Whoops! Well, we were on clan. It doesn't look like everybody got reset, so, oh well. Let's get back out there. Sorry for the minor interruption. That is an annoying bug, but I suppose it's about the only thing we have well, it's the only thing we can deal with considering GameSpy does not exist anymore. Alright, now, let's get some equipment. Yeah, let's see here. Well, hello, Amber. Okay, so there's that. I didn't want to do that.
Delta 2 base under attack.
Buy a couple of blasting blocks. But now we're back down on money again. God damn it. This is going not nearly as well as my original battle armor shenanigans. But mainly that was a much better map, I suppose. I could actually capture points. Because most of them weren't guarded by laser cannons. That's a heavy mech. Though we might be able to do something actually pretty heroic here. Hang on. It's a catapult. Uh-oh. It's a catapult with AC-2s. Alright. We have to be a little bit careful. And, actually use our jump jets sparingly, or I suppose accurately, because one false move here and we will get killed. But it looks like Amber is actually on top of him. Hey! Concentrate on the battle armor that's sitting on top of your head. That is now under your feet. God damn it, Amber, you had one job. You had one job. Distract the catapult long enough to kill it. Lock out! Hi there! Oh! I also had one job myself, which was not kill myself in the absolute, you know, perfect situation to start throwing blasting blocks on the catapult. As you can see here, I'm also a vaunted expert in the art of playing MechWarrior Living Legends. Sorry, folks! That's what the AC-2 was for, you moron. God damn. Well, at least it's significantly damaged. This is why I need to play battle armor more often. I might actually remember how to play the fucking game. EPC, please. Now we're gonna go in there. And he's dead. Well, I believe we got a promotion out of that. We did. Okay, good. Alright. So, aside from that shenanigans, let's see if we can keep on. Let's see if we can recover and keep on. We still got 40 minutes. Ow! It's the exhaust fumes out of the lava. They are what's wounding me. Okay, so let's see here. This mech is stuck in the lava, which means 3 points. I've been working on the railroad. Alright, well, we got some money off of that. Good. Just casually sitting there, you know, putting our time in the mine. You know, scrapping cougars that are somewhat submerged in lava. It's dangerous work, but it pays well. It puts food on the table. Alright, so. What's the situation now? We're out here. Alright. I have no blasting blocks left. Oh well. An Uller, huh? You guys seem to be ignoring the Uller that's right there. Oh, no driver. Oh, it's salvage! Oh ho ho ho. Well then, I'll take that. I will avoid the apparent sentry gun over there. But I will liberate the enemy, the enemy of one of their... Oh, this is the AC-10 Uller, too. This is my favorite. Excuse me. I want to get in it. Excuse me. Hello? Wait! What was that? Is it cursed? I'm gonna go back there and get that. I seem to be having shit luck today. But, huh. It is apparently cursed. Okay, well, we're not gonna need to buy anything at this point. So we just need to go over there and salvage the mech. And not fall in the fucking lava. Excuse me. Good, ground. Where? Okay, so it's somewhere over there, right? That's the base. Well, actually, somewhere around here. I'm pretty sure someone didn't kill me. Actually, no, I killed myself. So, I didn't get magically clicked by an aerospace or something like that. I think I actually died in a collision with the other asset itself. So, that might explain some things. However, where the fuck is it? It ain't dead. Get out of here, Sparrowhawk. Okay, so that's the control tower. So the other is right there. Good. It waited for us. It's like our Knight Rider.
Echo 7, base captured.
Unfortunately, it probably just sounds like Betty, which is kind of a disappointment. Well, the aerospace are out and about. Let's see if we can get in it without fucking killing ourselves, because apparently last time we managed to maim ourselves opening a car door. I can't get in it. I can't, well, Alright, well, fine.
Echo 7, base under attack.
Is that the cockpit? I don't think it is, though. Hang on. Alright. Let's break the door open with dynamite. It didn't seem to have worked, though. I'm trying to carjack! Please stand back! Wait a minute. That's an APC. Oh! Hello, Amber! Hang on here. I need more blasting blocks. Stand still.
Echo 7, base captured.
Thank you! Alright, now can we get in it? Well, if Amber doesn't kill it. Nope. Alright, fine. Back up. See, I was raised in the ghetto. I know how to carjack. Alright, well, with that out of the way, we have enough money. So let's, well, I suppose let's try and huff it back to the base. Or at least something, you know, somewhere around the general area. Is Amber going to follow us? Well, I suppose they're my tag-along. It would be rather endearing if it's a girl, however, I have no idea. Okay, so let's see here. It looks like the area is mostly clear. So all we have to do is get back into somewhere around a fight. I think I want to click on at least one more enemy before I go back and try and buy something. We could buy something from... Oh! Goddamn aerospace. Well... Amber seems to have had a breakdown. Someone call AAA. Okay, but it looks like the area is mostly clear of any and all hostiles. That's relieving, however, it means that I'm not going to get any more money. Well, I got a little bit more money there. Just a tiny bit. Well, it looks like actually there's a mech over there. God damn it. Is he still there? What's going on? Can someone feed me targeting information? I'd like to know. Anybody? Well, there's a fight going on down there, but I can't fucking see anything. There's two fights. Oh, there he is. Alright, well, you know what? We were down there. We came up here. Let's go down over there, and then see what we can manage. Oh! Hello! That's a friendly mech. But it's shut down as well. Another salvage. Another clock that just suddenly stopped ticking. What a shame. I can get in it, though.
Reactor online.
It's an Osiris. It's not gonna go for very much, but you know what? It might get us something big and scary. And it's the meta Osiris, too. 500 meters range. He's out. Okay, so we're going this way. See if we can bring him down. He's red, but I don't think we got the punch to do it. If he conveniently stays right in front of us, we might be able to actually bring him down, but I don't think we're gonna... Oh, well, he died. All right, good. We got the credits for it. Fantastic. Thank you, Comstar. All right, now, how do we get into this base again? I think it's on that side. Right. Someone's got the dual Gauss Vulture. Okay, so where's the entrance? It's this side. Or rather, I think there's one over there. And hello to you too, M88. I see him around a little bit. Oh, good! Someone else is following along with my magical journey, my magical mystery tour. However, there was actually an entrance on that side. Oh well. I'll just say that I'll just hope that he didn't notice that. Alright, so, now, what can we buy at this base before I actually sell all this stuff? Actually, hang on here. I don't think I could actually buy anything really big and I really can. So you know what? We're not gonna sell this here. We're gonna go back to the main base. Because having all of those C-bills and absolutely nothing to, you know, actually buy for it, well, buy with them, is kind of disappointing, don't you think? Well, that's good on him. It's a little bit better than me. Whenever I'm recording, I never type at all. I'm not ignoring you people. You all see it in the video. I acknowledge your existence. My humble fan base. Even if I don't say hi back, I noticed. Kind of hard for me not to. It also means that I have to be careful now because people that know me, you know, are watching. So they will be analyzing for screw-ups. Which are probably going to be in most of the videos that I produce. But you get what I mean. I don't want to look bad in front of the fan base. Alright, so let's huff it back to base, sell this, and then see what we can buy. We could probably get over 100,000, so while I'm probably not going to pull out a Xerxes or something, because honestly, this map is incredibly... the visibility isn't very good, so I wouldn't be flying something like that. But I could probably manage something. You know, a big, large autocannon boat, something heat independent, because, well, heat buildup in this kind of environment is going to be absolutely hellish. So, you know, something like the Morrigu with 3 PPCs is kind of like, yeah, maybe not. That thing's suicidal on normal days. It's incredibly powerful, but you have to be really fucking careful, or you're gonna die horribly. To yourself. I missed the entrance, didn't I? Oh, actually, no. No, I didn't. Okay, then. See, that's kind of suspect. It looks like it's the side of the base, but no, there's a door. There's a roadway here. Okay, so, now, let's sell this. 109,000 C-bills. Okay, so what can we buy for 109,000 C-bills? Probably quite a lot. Basically anything we want, aside from Mjolnir. But the only thing that we cannot buy is Mjolnir. Oh, what a shame. Now, what else can we buy in terms of mechs? Basically everything. We can buy an Atlas. Once again, going straight from battle armor to Atlas. Let's see here. UACs, Gauss rifle. Gauss rifle? And 2 ERPPCs. That doesn't sound bad, but I'm a fan of the heavy Gauss. So I don't think we're gonna do that. We could try Mad Cat, but I don't like the... I'm not a gigantic fan of the base Mad Cat 2 Mark II model. So, I'd like something with armor, and the Atlas basically is all armor all the time. But I think what I'm gonna do is... It doesn't seem like we're in a terrible... Let's see what the... Right, we're on basically a firing line out here. So, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take something for support. And I think I'm gonna call upon the Hewitt. Or rather, one of the super heavy tanks. You know, the 80-ton death machines here. It's either gonna be the Morrigu, the Hewitt, or the Demolisher. Let's see here. ER large laser, large pulse laser, heavy large laser. Too heavy. That'll hurt someone, but that's a lot of heat flying around. 3 UAC 10s. That's effective. But and UAC 3 UAC 5s and ATM, not bad. But what's with the Hewitt? Because I know the Hewitt's fucking hilarity is it has arrow 4s on basically every single unit. And that could be absolutely hilarious, but the only problem is the problem with the Hewitt is it doesn't have a whole lot of armor. Like if you chew through the side armor on the Hewitt, it's basically done, and it's not a lot of room for it to retreat. What's the Hewitt E? Blackbeard, ATM 6 HE, ATM. That's base and 1 Gauss. Oh, right, 1 PPC and 1 Gauss. That's a lot of missiles flying out of there, but I don't think I want to risk that, even if it has an additional 3 tons of armor. We gotta make a decision here. I suppose what we could do is we could be lazy and just take my specialty or my favorite Demolisher variants. But you know what? Let's experiment. Let's not say I didn't err on the side of safety when I had the chance to do something new and innovate. So let's take Blackbeard. Let's see here. Something... Right. You know what? Let's do... Not digital. Not black and red. We don't want to look that edgy. Let's say... Watch tribal. Alright. Let's try... Well, considering it's a missile boat, it should be green, shouldn't it? Calling upon the eternal spirit of Zephyr Oxide, the withering wind of death. But let's see here. Right.
Assembly in progress.
Hewitt E. So let's see what we can manage here. The main problem I'd have with this is the ATM HEs and the ATM standards would have conflicting ranges.
Assembly ready in Hangar Bay.
But you do have a PPC in there and a Gauss rifle, so it should be all right if you just spam that is an extraordinarily bright green. But let's see what we can manage here. This is kind of an odd loadout, isn't it? And I believe the ATMs are mounted on the front of the vehicle, which is something we actually have to consider. About the only thing we really need is, since we only have 2 tons of armor, so one of them's got to be Gauss. And the other one, I suppose, well, let's see, HEM standard. They're all the same ammunition. So you know what, we'll just take Gauss. And it looks like, yeah, all the ATMs are mounted on the same key, even though that is an incredibly contrasting range. The ATM 6's HEs, 2 of them, have a range of 300 meters, and the ATM standards have a range of 750 meters. So that's kind of a bit of an odd situation to have. And at least the Hewitt was, well, made a little bit faster. So, by the time we get into the fight, either all of our team is going to be dead, or, well, we'll probably find ourselves in a nice situation to set up. Though this map can be kind of treacherous, in the fact that you can find yourself very quickly in situations where you kind of get a little bit too close to the enemy and are not able to back up, and since this is a long-range type of unit, we're probably going to be in a situation where we can't exactly run. But we've got enough, I think we have enough firepower to face down things. So let's hope for the best in that regard. I believe there's a land bridge down here. Where are all my teammates? This is worrying.
Echo 4.
Rock!
Strategic point under attack.
Okay, so...
Echo 4. Strategic point lost.
Well, now we know that the enemy's in the center. Where are our teammates? This is my question. Where did everybody go? Oh, they're all over there. And they have an atlas. Thanks for pointing that out. M88 switch teams. That son of a bitch. Alright, well... Oh, hello. What's this? Way out of fucking range, but it was... I think it was an ATC, or maybe it was an Oro. Alright, we need to link up with some of our fucking teammates here before we actually do something that potentially gets us killed. We are a fire support platform. We're basically a flatbed with guns on top of it, which is why I don't necessarily usually consider the Hewitt as an option for most cases. You see how I play. I like to run into the middle of fights, and usually the Morrigan and the Demolisher are just good enough for that. The Hewitt's, well, lightly armored, and it compensates by having massive amounts of guns. So we have a heavy mech over here. I'm not sure what it is, but it's over here. That's an aerospace.
Aerospace destroyed.
Well, good thing I didn't waste the ammunition.
Echo 7. Base lost.
Echo 7. That's that side of it. So they're basically taking the entire... Well, they're pushing back pretty hard. And taking the entire rest of the map. So let's see if we can link up with our teammates and provide accurate fire support. We have a bit of a grace period with these ATMs. We want to be close, but we don't want to be too close, because then the ATM-12s do not fuse. So we want to stay somewhere between 150 and 300 meters away from our target, if we can. But that is basically right on top of the enemy. We got a couple of standoff weapons to use, though. We've got a ERPPC and a Gauss rifle. One of them is ammunition independent, and both of them have 900 meters of range. So basically we can engage whatever the hell we want with the two main guns. The missiles, though, those are our surprises, and, well, we have to kind of get into a good area in order to use them. And I believe the 12 is mounted on the front. So we have to actually point the tank at the thing in order to actually accurately use them. But we will see. It seems like everybody's kind of massing around here. Oh, hello. Oh, that heat output. Okay, didn't expect that. Oh, it's an Oro. Oh, that's gonna kill me faster than the enemy. Wow. Cool down, please. Oh, that was auto shutdown. That's a Demolisher! Okay. Come on. Cool down, please. Jesus Christ. I was not prepared for this eventuality! Back up, way too close. About the only thing I have right now is to use the PPCs and hopefully, well, the Gauss rifle and the PPC, and hopefully I don't overheat. Wrong button! Oh boy. You see, this is why I hate Inferno! Charlie, open the vents! That's an Atlas. This is a fight. I look kind of embarrassing here. Oh, hello. Uh-oh. Get out! That's UACs. Yep. Well, that went terrible. Though, we did get some serious promotions off of that, so at least we managed to do something with it. However, yeah, well, Fonto manages heat management in a unit he's never actually used. Maybe I should have put them on chain fire. That probably would have helped. Alright, well, we don't have exactly a lot of room for something big and massive out of this base. But we should be able to pick up something impactful, at least. Or at least something that we can use in a standoff capacity. Which it looks like we're gonna need, because people are actually engaging the base. Fantastic. Oh, that's bad. Oh, great, and now it's neutral. Oh, that's fantastic. Alright, well, I suppose we're staging a guerrilla operation in here. Come in if you dare! Haha! That's the Atlas, isn't it? Yep, it's the Atlas. Alright, we're staging a guerrilla defensive operation in here. This is my base. You can't have my base. That's M88. Get out of my base! The fleas are revolting against your oh. Oh, now he's gonna try and come and kill me. Apparently not, though. He wants to get in and repair, but we're not gonna let him repair. Oh. Haha! You missed, but I didn't. Ah! Gauss rifle! I got one chance here. Ah! Ah! I missed the block. Oh god. Ah! Ah! Charge, 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 charge. Oh. Hey, what are you doing in here? This is the mech bay! You can't rearm an aerospace in the mech bay! Ah! That clever man. I never would have thought it. I could confuse the Atlas and Demolisher, but not the Hawk Moth. That absolutely diabolical man. Alright, let's try and get back into business here. We've got enough for something effective, but we kind of need something standoffy to take out that Atlas. We cannot risk getting close to that Atlas, or it's gonna just tear us apart. So, and also we want to refrain from something that's going to overheat and explode under our asses. That would be embarrassing. You know what? Okay, so I think the best course of action here would most likely be the Rifleman. But what variant should we use? I think Aftershock might be okay. But then again, is there a variant? There's one variant in there with LBXs. There are dual LBX-10s, right? That's the one I can't afford. Rack 2. Yeah, we can't get that. ER medium lasers. We might need something. I think we're just gonna need the PPCs. We need something that can.
Outpost capture.
But then again, if we're going for that, we might as well just grab an Uziel. So we need something bigger. Bigger. Okay, and something with considerable amounts of armor. So I think, you know what? I think we might just have to take the Yeoman. More green. Just smother M88 and LRMs and see how that goes.
Assembly in progress.
We have lost the entire map relatively quickly, and it seems like the tickets are going to be evening up now. But you see how I like this?
Assembly
like
ready and
beforehand,
3.
like beforehand, it looked pretty certain that we were going to win. But the enemy team did actually come back, and honestly, the game is leisurely enough in terms of pacing in order to allow for that to happen. Let's put this on. Yes, chain fire, so we don't immediately overheat ourselves firing all of the weapons. But you see what I mean. The game is, well, the game is definitely competitive. But the way that it's set out is, you know, the way that it's set up, you have a moment to sit back and think. Like, I had a moment to decide whether or not I wanted to take the Hewitt and ruin any chance of us winning. And I had, you know, enough time to decide whether and what kind of mech I wanted to bring to the fight without having to make an instantaneous snap decision. Yeah, I'd be a better player if I'd made more instantaneous snap decisions, but the game isn't forcing me to do that in order to compete with people. And also, there's the Atlas. But we need to get closer. If we get a solid, if we get a solid salvo on him, he'll be hurting, and he'll probably be retreating at that point. But we need to actually get in there and find a good target, or rather a good target vector, good firing solution, which is most likely going to be difficult considering that the enemies are all swarming around. So I'm going to let my team move up fast, move up, you know, a little close here, and see. There's that damn aerospace. Let the Hawk Moth be. The Atlas is more important. Oh, right open. I'd like to get a fucking target lock, please. Fucking laser anti-missile system. Alright, well, that was just one. Alright. There's the overheat warning, and half of those didn't actually hit the target. Okay. Ow. God damn it, I'm always too fucking close. Atlas must die. Well, I managed to do something. He's just not dead. Alright, that didn't work. Okay, so we need something a bit more rough and tumble. I thought I was gonna have, you see, that's the thing. That was the situation I thought I was gonna run into with the Hewitt, and it I kinda did. But if I hadn't overheated repeatedly, I probably would have survived a bit longer. See, that's the thing. You get close to engage, and then all of a sudden you find that you're way too fucking close. Do Gauss Rifle Demolisher. That might do it. A respectable option for respectable people.
Assembly in progress.
However, we are losing in tickets now, so we might actually wind up losing this. And also, I have 6 deaths and 0 fucking kill. How the hell did that happen? I did enough.
Assembly ready in hangar bay. 2.
How did I wind up not killing anything when having all of this money? It doesn't make any sense. Could it be that the entire game does not actually revolve around kills, but just damage? Interesting. Wow, I wish more games actually, adhere to this logic. But I don't have enough money for ammunition.
Almost lost.
I only got 1 ton of Gauss ammo. So, well, but I suppose if we kill the Atlas, we'll be fine. But, you see, that's what I'm saying. It's a competitive environment, but it's not competitive enough to be, like, a bit of an asshole experience, really. In most competitive games, you actually have to be just kind of a dick most of the time in order to actually succeed. In this kind of experience, the game is laid back enough, and honestly, winning is kind of irrelevant at the end of the day. What matters, at least to me, is that I get enough money to drive the cool things that I wanted. Not if my team wins, because, like I've been saying, the situation, at least in the, at least with the actual victories and whatnot, is so far over a single person's head that it really doesn't matter. And also, M88 has repair. That means we concentrate fire on him until he explodes! Hey, turn your fucking torso. Turn it! Alright, fine. Chef Cerberus, please. I'm attempting to save the team. Good, put him in the ground. Any day now, Novacat. Don't let him escape. I hit the left torso. How are you still having trouble? Mendoza! Come on now. Okay. There he goes. Thank you, Dual Gauss Demolisher. You are always a reliable choice, even though you are the least strong of all demolishers in terms of parking. You get the job done. Also, nice job, Corn. Nice Parkins job! Excuse me as I just, laugh at his misfortune and continue to pump Gauss rifle rounds into him. Yeah, you better skip off and run. We're back in action, folks. Though our Atlas is kind of falling apart. Oi! Stop jittering around so I can actually get a clear shot. The Atlas is down. That bushwhacker has no shoulders left at all. You're just a man with a breastplate. You son of a bitch. Come on, give me a clear shot. There was no Cyrus up there. Bam! And now we're out of ammo, but I think we did a good enough job. I got 1 ton, so I got 1 of my guns still firing, but I think it's good time to retreat. Actually, somebody backcapped it. Good on you, you brilliant son of a bitch! While they were busy trying to pub stomp us, someone backcapped all the bases. Happy trails! Okay, so there's that, and once again we have reaffirmed the superiority. Actually, wait a minute. I could just rearm over there. What am I doing? But like I was saying, we have once again reaffirmed the usefulness of the Dual Gauss Demolisher and why it is a good decision. It's armored, though the least armored of all the Demolisher variants. But, well, there's not a lot people can say to 2 Gauss rifles hitting them in the center torso over and over again with pinpoint accuracy.
Strategic point under attack.
Something for those really bad days where you just need to kill literally everything in front of you. Okay, I don't think we can buy ammo here. We cannot. But maybe if there's an APC around. Shivaxi explained to me the thing with the APC. I didn't mean to do that. Shivaxi explained to me the magical trick with the APC, in that the UI actually lies to you. You can actually rearm it, but you can only press autofill. It'll actually fill up all of your weapons from it, but it's kind of deceptive. You're just gonna you have to press the button, and you will be able to resupply from it in any mech, which makes APCs very useful. However, it can be a bit finicky sometimes.
Strategic point lost.
However, it doesn't look like we've got an APC on the field, so it looks like I'm gonna be walking with a bit of a crutch here. But at least I'm fully healed, so I'll be able to pump a couple of rounds into the enemy. Uh-oh. Oh, Demolisher! Demolisher, what are you doing? Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that, folks. Had a little bit of an accident there. You know, it is an 80-ton super heavy vehicle. Sometimes it does get stuck. But this is probably, of the three, I suppose, endgame tanks, the Hewitt, the Morrigu, and the Demolisher, the Demolisher is probably the most well-rounded of all the vehicles. The Morrigu is a siege tank. It's got considerably more firepower at its disposal. However, it is considerably less maneuverable than the Demolisher. And the Hewitt is, well, it's probably got the most weapons out of all of the super heavy vehicles, but it's the least directly effective. At least I come to find. It's not an assault tank. The Morrigu, well, the Morrigu and the Demolisher can fill both of those. It can fill those roles, support and assault. The Hewitt kind of can't do assault at all. Though, the Demolisher to me is my favorite tank of all because it is so easy to drive and it is generally effective, even though it is not as absolutely terrifying as the Morrigu. It gets the job done. It's a good, solid tank. Got a bunch of light vehicles here, or actually, well, I say light, but that partisan is like 60 tons. Okay, so we're low on ammunition, but we can probably stave off an assault here. We're gonna drive through here and then probably go to D2. Or, well, we have enough points to really get anything, so dying in the middle of combat here isn't really all that big of a deal, and we have 6 minutes in the game left anyway. So, might as well get the honor and glory in while we can. Just need to get on the firing line with all of our shredded friends. Greetings from House Merrick. Glory to the Free Worlds League! That delicious, meaty tearing sound whenever the Gauss rifle hits something. But however, we seem to be surrounded. It's mostly by light mechs, so it's not exactly that big of a deal. However, we are low on ammo. That's a mad cat. I will assist in making it a pile of scrap in a moment. Oh, he overheated. Oh, it's M88. Hi! His back armor is gone. And now he's gone, too. I think that's going critical, though. Nope, we're good. Just a pile of metal in a ditch. No problems. Though the map is about as explosive. It was already pretty explosive, so I don't think we need the extra help. Seems like everybody's peeling back now. Did we capture the base? No, we did not capture the base.
Strategic point lost.
We're contesting it, but it looks like nobody's really moving up. And I'm not exactly in a position to move up because I don't have any ammo. But whatever, I'll help the guys rooting around in our backfield. Make sure that this, what is it? It's no Cyrus. He's probably damaged to fucking back now, but we'll pump some rounds into him, make sure he doesn't live very much longer. Of course, it would also help for me to actually hit the damn rounds that I shoot. Yeah. Let's go, kiddo. You're a light mech, I'm a demolisher. I got 5 rounds, but it's enough to kill you. Probably about 3 rounds. Oh, thank you for stopping. About now, he's gonna realize he's made a terrible mistake, and yep, there he goes. And then he's probably gonna be killed by Slibber Wolf. Ah! That was the kill shot. I fucked it up! Ah! I'll never be MLG Pro! And he's probably gonna die to someone right about now. Oh no, he got away, but I got a Gauss rifle with one more round in it. I think I can do it. Or Amber might be able to get him. I'ma get you, you son of a bitch. You're not getting away from me. I got one round with your name on it. Circling around, being shot at by a tank. He may go down before I get down there, though. Okay. I think I got a shot right as I crest this hill. Okay, right? If the flamers would... Ah! I missed. Oh well. AC2s can go fuck themselves. I'm a demolisher. I don't care. Let's roll back and just get into the cover here. It looks like that's gonna be the game for us, folks. The demolisher is out of rounds. And the enemy... That Osiris got the fuck away. Son of a bitch. I had one shot, but, well, the constraints of the environment made me fuck it up. Oh well. There'll be many more fights and many more arenas to earn glory in. It is the eternal battlefield after all. Morning. So, I suppose what we can do is drive out of here and turn in. Though, the situation, honestly, it looks a little perilous, so we may actually be engaged on our way back to the base, but oh well, I think we'll be fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's bad. No, that's not where we're supposed to drive. Somebody got the Osiris. Good on them. But it looks like, uh-oh. I may have gotten stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck. You see? This is Inferno. You can't fucking see anything, the heat is absolutely hellish, and if you make a wrong move, you get stuck. I think I could inch out of here, though, but, well, the game's basically over. Which is funny, because they're gonna run out of tickets at about the same rate that the round timer is actually gonna run out. Yeah, I'm well and stuck. Well, it's been good knowing you, Demolisher. I'll send a salvage crew out for you later. It'll be fine if I park it there. What the hell's going on here? Somebody used cluster bombs. Hey! Stop harassing my teammates. Also, that was an enemy. Come on! No, actually no, that was a friendly laser anti-missile system. God damn it! I'm trying to help! No driver. What are we doing? Well, aside from scoring 3 points. Well... Now you see, the people who don't know, I look like a badass. Ow! Well, I killed it! I lost all of my health, though. Still alive. But I got to look badass for about 5 seconds, facing down an Atlas with no pilot and filling it full of lead. Like, what are you doing? Now, if you were paying attention, those missiles actually hit the target before the actual physical missile models did. Good job, video game. Now you see, if you look at the timer really closely, it's actually gonna, well, actually it's at 36. And the timer is about 3 seconds behind. Or rather, it's done now. Oh well. Good game, folks!